But some of the skills we talk about his puck moving skill. I know it's hard to see on stills, but here, instead of just throwing the puck away off the glass, he's able to move to his backhand and deliver the puck up the middle of the ice. He beats a forechecker that's right on top of him, and Chicago's going the other way. In these tight spaces, a young player is going to throw this puck up the wall. It's going to get pinched, and it's gone. But he's got patience. He looks to the middle of the ice. He finds where that open ice is, and he's able to deliver a puck that most coaches don't want you to make through the middle of the ice, and he's successful. This is one of those small players where he has Cooley on his back, and he puts Cooley behind him and separates Cooley from the puck, and he just makes a simple play to his partner, and they're out of the zone. It's these simple plays. Here's a pass to the middle of the ice again. He knows he's going to get hit. Great vision, but Chicago's out of the zone. Takes a hit, makes a play, and Chicago's able to get on the offensive. We talked about his ability to do these stretch passes where he leads Chicago from the defensive zone through the neutral zone. His vision on making plays like this all the way to the far blue line are one of his biggest skills, and he does it by his vision. He looks at the opponents, he sees where the opponents are, and then he makes that play through sticks, through traffic, and he's able to get Chicago going the other way. Again, we talk about his vision. He looks, he checks his shoulder, he knows that he's got forwards moving up the ice, so when he does get the puck and get around it, he can get that puck up the ice quickly. Exceptional puck mover. Again, when you see his ability to look, know what's happening up the ice, checks his shoulder just quickly so he knows what the traffic is coming on both sides. So when he gets the puck and rounds it, he can make a really good play up the ice. Offensively, this is what I talked about, his ability to not get trapped into corners, because young players can get stuck on the wall, and it's easy to turn the puck over here. He gets to the middle of the ice because he moves his feet so quickly where he's able to get out of traffic. Again, he brings the puck off the wall so he doesn't get stuck along the wall in that corner. He moves to the middle of the ice where he gets a better shooting angle. That's why he's able to play like that, because he moves his feet so well. And he moves them well so he can keep the puck in the offensive zone. Something we saw with Chicago towards the end of last year where their D were pinching more. With his speed and his ability to move his feet, he can keep the puck in the offensive zone over and over again where he comes down low and keeps the puck in the zone. But it's his defending and his ability to use his stick, not just his body, because he's not the big guy, but get his stick in lane and separate the opponent from the puck. This little push, he pushed that Vancouver player in the back and steals the puck. And you talk about his rush reads. Here's again his foot speed and his ability to use that speed through the neutral zone. So Florida looks like they have a break, but again, it's his foot speed. He's able to get neck on neck with that player, use a stick and knock it off his stick. Same with St. Louis. It looks like it's a lane up the ice, closes them off using his speed, gets the puck. This one's exceptional because it's a lot of speed coming up the ice with Anaheim. And watch how the Anaheim Duck player puts on the brakes. And he stops as well and puts a stick to the inside. It's a really skilled play by a young defenseman. So he closes off the middle of the ice and again turns the puck over. And his stick is outstanding, stopping the puck at the blue line, getting the puck turned over. Again, here's in overtime, stopping a 2-on-1 because he gets a stick on the puck and the puck goes back the other way in overtime. And an outstanding penalty killer. He's in the lane blocking a shot. He's able to find this lane. This play, he came out of the corner to get into the shooting lane, block a shot. But again, it's his stick on the penalty kill. He's able to stop the Boston Bruins from entering the zone because he's got a great stick. Here he puts a stick in the shooting lane, not allowing the puck to come to the seam and end up in the slot, again, because of a great stick. And he does have good anticipation offensively. You can see here when he steps onto the ice, he sees the change of possession. He rushes all the way in. He's able to get this shot off past Dostal and get his first goal of the season. So he does so many of these little things well, and that's why he is one of the top defensemen two ways on this Chicago Blackhawks team.
Now that is outstanding stuff, and behind the scenes, people don't know, Petey's calling that live. All right? We're playing the
Very
video.
impressive.
He's doing it. This is not recorded. Petey is live. There is no delay, no cue cards, top of his head. That is a brilliant man.
It's almost like he's done video sessions before.
Yeah, I fooled him again. No, I tell you what, it's hard to really see the nuances in these still frames. Unfortunately, there are some copyright rules with the National Hockey League that make it more difficult, but it does give you an idea of some of those little skills, his hand movement, his stick placement, and most importantly, his footwork. He is so fun to watch. His first 2 or 3 strides when he gets going, man, he's fun to watch. I'm excited to watch him more closely as the season goes on. It's something I did with Vlasic last year and Rinzel when he came up, and even Levshinov. But now Wyatt Kaiser is slowly impressing me. So I appreciate it, Jay, for giving me this little project to work.